Alright guys, so I know I don't normally, I don't think I've ever made a video on this, and I think you guys deserve an explanation, you know, on what happened. I guess in the past, as my journey with Jesus has developed, I kind of gave subliminal hits of like me stopping to stop making worldly music. But I want to touch on the reason why I generally stopped making that type of music. And it's really because of the simple fact of coronavirus and God. Clearly, like, God is working on everybody, a lot of people in this time period. You see a lot of people like realizing the truth and trying to get right with God. And I think in 2019, God basically spoke to me, and I heard his voice and I responded. And I genuinely wanted to give my life to God, but I still didn't really understand who he was and what he expected. And so, in 2019, I was still making like music. I was still cussing a lot. Even after I got baptized, I was still making all sorts of music. I guess as time went, I kind of decided, I was gonna stick to love songs, because I felt like, I could still have a music career and still be, who I am, and also make gospel music as well, because people told me, I need to make gospel music. And I was like, all right, I tried it. A couple people liked it. I got some positive feedback out of it, and it kind of encouraged me to keep making it. But I also was making love music. I think in 2020 I think I did make an album, and it had some love songs on it. It got a lot of people attention, but after that I pretty much didn't make any songs because of that, after that. And it's really because, number one, I was praying about it, and God told me to stop making music like that through multiple resources, kind of different confirmations, and also me reading the Bible. So when that virus happened, it made me really start taking my relationship serious with God, and I started reading the Bible a lot more than I was prior in 2019. I think 2020 or 2021, I finished reading the entire Bible, and it opened my eyes to realize who Jesus really was and who God, the Father, really was. And I had to really take him serious. It wasn't a game. It wasn't, I think God has mercy on a lot of people because we don't know who he truly is. And that's why he allows us to do a lot of things. But it's once you truly know who he is and you still ignore the calling he has on your life, you're playing in a dangerous game. And I remember, even so, in 2019, I had told God, it might have been not 2019 or 2020, I told God, I'm like, man, this is too hard. I'm going back to my old life. And he gave me a dream, basically showing me if I were to go back to my old life, that I was going to ultimately go to hell. There was no way out. He showed me I was going to die and go to hell. And that's another thing, But as I kept seeking him, I decided to completely give up worldly music. I know I haven't been making gospel music as much, honestly, because it's I haven't had the inspiration to make any gospel music. And it's not because I don't want to. It's very hard to find beats that pertain the way that I want to make gospel music, in a sense. And a lot of the producers that I were getting beats from aren't making them, so it's I have to keep looking. And then when I do find a beat or whatever, it's okay, I feel it at that moment, but then my inspiration for it goes away. So it's I need I need that back. I need, like, when I hear a beat, it's like, oh, I want to make a song type thing, you know? It's not really, whatever. Anyways, I'm not even gonna get into that. Basically, this is the reason why I stopped making music for the world. And I believe God is going to do another virus that's going to make people get closer to him. You know, I believe this world is going to have another deadly virus that's going to hit it, and everybody's going to drop everything they got and get closer to him. I do believe God is going to give everybody one more chance before Jesus truly comes back. And I just pray we all get ready for his coming, because we seriously need that virus to hit, honestly. Because we don't take God serious. Nobody's taking him serious, even to this day. A lot of people think it's a joke, but yeah, I just wanted to give my explanation.